Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Ecosystem and the early access release. And oh wow, our scooters actually got a bit of a color change on them. That's nice. Actually got a little bit of counter shading to their underbelly, and then almost like a speckling. I gotta admit, I'm surprised at how well they adapted and took to the environment. Seems like just giving them that little bit of locomotion has really helped them establish themselves. So we finished up the tutorial, well, we did do the entire tutorial last episode. What I want to do is try to make more areas like this. Oh, we have something else that's kind of developed and grown. So I want to try to, again, let's bring up our score if we can in other places. I'm just looking for what... There we go, we can get a little bit from there. Oh, this is a 36. We'll probably look at working from here. And this is... Okay, it looks like a lot of areas are starting to kind of grow. So I want to see what else we can do in researching new plants. So it looks like I can't quite switch to anything yet, but we have something interesting. Mushrooms. I mean, these are some new plants that I've not seen before, and it looks like they will definitely change up how the ecosystem health is, but... Yeah, mushrooms are interesting. Functionally similar to fruits produced by... Oh, actually, I picked 3, so you know what, we'll do that and that, just to get some things in there. So mushrooms fall... Okay, so they fall under the miscellaneous category. So they... From what I remember, mushrooms, we almost want to make, like, a cave system with them. So I think what we'll do, because we have a 66 here, let's start making a few small caves. So we want the dig option. And we'll just try doing some small ones like this. We won't try connecting them, but maybe just like little pockets here or there will work for things. Try doing a few things like that. Then I'm also going to change the soil. Yeah, replace, so... We'll replace in here with rock. Actually, let me take another look at the mushrooms. They prefer dark rock and rock, yeah, so we'll put some mushrooms in that one, and then I gotta... Okay, there, you guys might be able to hear something going on, whether it's a computer fan or something else, but... I'm just going to look about making these caves actually, like, rocky interiors. I have more, don't I? Oh, yeah, here they are. I almost lost them for a moment there. So I want to put some more mushrooms down in these. Yeah, so we'll do that, and then they might spread on their own there. And we'll see about adding... I'll just let some random foragers into this area. I want to build up a lot of just foragers first, and then that way predators have much easier time trying to be established because they can actually, well, go after and hunt stuff. So I think what we'll do is we'll try to get, I was going to say 4 species up to maturity, but it looks like we kind of have that. The numbers are a little low for the Catadorb and the Rasray. So we'll see first, once this kind of goes through, how they kind of are. And I want to see also about maybe doing something like... Oh, and actually I can change the brush size, so I can... There we go. And then, I mean, there's so much now that you can do with the ecosystem. It's really interesting. Like, I wonder what'll happen if I make it so that way there's a current that comes in, or basically goes through here, and goes between the mountains. Just come in through here, and goes like that. Like, when plants try to proliferate, will things then get carried and go along this way and go and basically almost make that like a... Well, it's kind of not like an underwater riverbed, but almost like a river of plant life. I just think it's, again, it's really interesting, all the new stuff that you can kind of... Oh, wow! We've got 100 eco-health here. And it looks like, yeah, the Scudar are doing okay-ish. The Air Electro we haven't looked into. Oh! Okay, well, you're not the ones I thought would have done the best, just because you seem like you've got some interesting challenges to overcome as evolution takes hold of you. But we've got actually a number of species are starting to show up that have some decent number to them. Like that one, limbs are a little bit of odd angles, but it is actually propelling itself rather decently enough. Now let's just go back down again. Oh yeah, you can see that they have already started spreading this way with the current. So I'm guessing the current, because I kind of had it bend around up here, this might be an area where stuff might get kind of blocked and dropped off a bit more. I also want to see are the... Yeah, the mushrooms are growing in there okay as well. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I think what I want to do... you know what? I want to see if I can boost up some of the things, actually, because, like, the Scootars, they're doing okay, but I feel like they could use a helping hand with a boost. We'll boost you up. Catamosia. Okay, maybe not. I mean, it actually might be interesting if we get these guys to manage to, like, mature and develop in this ecosystem as well. But you can see the main map has really just livened up quite a bit. Although I'm kind of curious, what are all the... like, all the white squares? I'm not sure what they are. They're not a species, because there's nothing we have right now. I wonder if... oh, come on, let me see, where would they be if I'm looking? Oh, did not mean to do that. No, you're not one. There's a little patch of them. Supposedly... oh, they're plankton patches. Okay, that's what those are. Yes, this is coming out all right. Is there anything more I can add to... oh, yeah, we can get some... oh, wow. Oh, you can really... oh, you do have reduced there. But yeah, there are certain areas you can really boost things up by. So it really won't take long for you to have an entire ocean bed here basically full of plant life, which means you can have a very well-supported ecosystem as well. Okay, so I'm going to put down... I'm actually going to create ourselves our own carnivore. So, again, we start with the standard fish loaf. We're going to shrink him down. And we're going to try to make him have a proper tail. There we go. Squat that a bit. And we'll do it like that. Okay, so that's looking okay as a start. The head, I'm going to make something more predatory. That's looking a bit more predatory. Yeah, I think we won't go for the silly grin, we'll go for the toothy grin. So that's quite a bit more predatory looking there. Now, we want you predator. We'll just do poly. Now, I want to add another limb, and we're going to make this one a bit different to the... well, I shouldn't say too different. So what I'm going to do is basically give you 2 sets of them. See if we can't double the speed that he kind of travels at. There we go. Oh, no, did not mean to do that. I want to add them onto the... okay, so clicking on or having a body part selected is where it'll add the limb onto. Very good to know. Now this one, I want to see what I can do, because I'd like to try to give him... Maybe if I try moving it, it'll change a bit, because it's weird. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the base is quite a bit different now. Okay, so... let me see about turning that. It does take a little bit of time just kind of figuring out what does what. So that draws it out lengthwise. There we go. That's what I've been looking for. I want to keep it nice and flat. So now if I move... oh, no, that's not the one I want. I want the pink one rotated. And I think if I adjust the size a bit more, I'll kind of get what I'm looking for. There we go. Trying to make it something that might be a bit more agile and actually like be able to beat a predator. So we'll say done, and the Zigilba, I guess we'll do that. Nice picture like that. And we'll spawn you... okay, this is 77. I'm looking for an area that has a pretty decently built up forager kind of population, but... I'm not really seeing anywhere too much with those right now. Oh, maybe here, actually. So we'll see what comes of the Zigilbas. My thinking is, because they have the extra pair of limbs, they might move a bit faster, which again lets them speed up and actually go after whatever they're trying to get easier. Although in truth, they are kind of tiny compared to everything else right now. And when I say kind of tiny, I mean very tiny. I would like to try to find one that is actually moving, though, because I want to see how well the limbs are... here we go. Ooh. Actually, let me slow down time a moment there, because that's a new feature. I mean, he does seem agile, it's just that I didn't expect it to be more from his spine to be more like a wet strand of spaghetti. Yeah, that's not exactly what I intended, but... that's one of the fun things about ecosystem, is sometimes you get some interesting results you weren't planning on. So we'll let that go along, see how it does. And how is this coming along? We still do have some plant life. Oh, yeah, we've gotten some actually establishing on this side. Now, I don't know if that's because it came from this side, or it's from that side, but I'll see about extending the mountain range a bit more. Try to make these a bit bigger and just like a larger area. And so I'll see if we can get some specialized plants growing on these. But you can also really tell that we're getting points a lot easier now than we had in the demo, because we're up to 346 right now. I'm really surprised we were able to get it that high. Oh, right, brush size, I want to increase again. There we go, so let's just kind of do that. Get that moving along nicely there, build this up. And let's see, I think I have a few plants that preferred... yeah, here we go, the Java Fern. I'll put one on there. Oh, that says reduced because of another plant nearby, so we'll try to keep them with the highest adaptability we can. Yes, we'll let those go along there. Oh, and Anubius likes... so we'll put some of that here, too. Yeah, I don't think there's really much that we'll put down in... oh, actually, we could try something around here. Did I not even actually put a... Huh. I'm gonna put that down. I thought we put a forager around here, but there's actually no animal life there. And actually, it looks like the Zygelba... Huh. It's... not exactly working as tended, but they are still moving. It's not the spaghetti spine that we saw in the other one. I guess maybe the nerves were trying to figure themselves up for... well... I guess maybe as they're young, they have a more flexible spine than when they grow older. Although... I mean, truth be told, seeing it from this angle... it almost reminds me of something like... I dare say, like, the Leopleurodon in a way that you see in, like, Walking with Dinosaurs, was it? I can't remember. I think it's part of, like, that general series, but it wasn't quite Walk with Monsters. But it kind of reminds me of that sort of body layout with how it was moving like that. Oh, okay, and space actually will pause the game. That's good to find out, too. So, yeah, it's interesting to see that they seem to be fairly... Gurnprow? That actually sounds like a normalish name. Are you a normalish-looking fish, though? Surprisingly, yes. Aside from the tail being a few odd placements for, like, those dorsal and pectoral fin, it resembles an actual fish. I'm impressed with it, to be honest. So, our dominant species are the Scudar, which is nice to see that our first attempt at life didn't end in complete failure. The Aeroletro, which, again, I'm surprised these guys managed to go through, because they don't look like they should. But they are. The Cuskling, these big, well, kind of flailing blobs, but I don't think they'll be along for too much longer. The Catamosia. I don't think we've looked at you guys yet. I think there might also be good oh, and there's an autosave feature, which is nice. Yeah, so from looks of it... Oh, and the Razray. Yeah, the Razray were actually one that seemed to have picked up movement a lot better than some of the other fish did. Nope, actually bumped right into each other. And then the Amavin. Which... okay, let's find another one that's not trying to... I think commit suicide by beaching itself or breaching the water. I mean, aside from being upside down... See, it's upside down, unhappy, so does that mean it's actually happy if it's right side up? Oh, ew. Why do you look like you're almost like undergoing mitosis in order to grow another one of you? God, the ecosystem is going to create some real horrors if you let it go. A Metagoby? That's basically a flatfish. No, I'm going to actually let time speed up a little bit and just see kind of what happens with a bit of more, like, faster pace to things. Like, going through here... Oh, yeah, you can see the space between the mountains. It has started to get more plant life to grow in here. And places we have put down, it doesn't look like they've really spread to more areas of the mountain area, but they are still holding on there, which is good news. And what are you? Leonardo. That's a surprisingly normal name. But I don't think you... No, you perished. So, what do we have around here? Because this, I think, is supposed to have some of our higher ecosystem health to it. We got a Hannah, which... probably one of the flattest fish I've ever seen generated. But then again, you do have things like the ocean sunfish, so flat fish like that's actually not too alien compared to something like that. You got the little... Actually, it reminds me of like a fishing lure where they have like the frog baits where it's just like the rear legs and the body there. I'm surprised that the raspberry seems to be the clear winner for, like, population right now. Oh, Lord, they definitely are. Look at this grouping of them. Oh, actually... Now, is it just... It almost to me looks like... Okay, you know, I'm going to see about putting some of these down somewhere. But it looks like that we might actually be losing some of, like, the areas in the ecosystem. Like, maybe there's too many herbivores, and they're completely clearing out spots. Yeah, so milfoil is actually probably one of the ones you want to start with, because they're going to lose ecosystem health with other plants nearby. And Curly Pond Leaf is one that you actually want to put with other plants, but not more of the same. So I wonder about somewhere like in this area. But this... No, maybe those are actually kind of like it. Then Java Fern we put down around here. Anubias I know we put down around here. Just trying to see if there's anywhere that would kind of boost the eco health up a bit more. Not that I particularly think we need it. Because, like, from looks of it, we've gotten a number of good species established. The numbers are, for the most part, all up. There are some like the Metagobi, the Catamosia, and the Cuskling that are not doing so hot, but the rest are actually sitting at pretty stable and increasing levels. Oh. And I found another swarm of the Raspberry. Oh, Relit has matured. That's actually not even one of our species. That's one of our miscellaneous species. Yeah, it's interesting to see, like, before Ecosystem, we only had, like, these little small patches on a map that, I guess because I didn't fully understand the game and take in all the information it provided, but now, going through and looking, you can have pretty large patches and just swarms of them almost. I do notice that I am losing vegetation, though, because, like, up here, you can see that plants have definitely gone down quite a bit. Wait, plus 73... Wow, really? Okay, I'm going to try putting some of these down, because I'm surprised that we can get that much from them. I wonder if this is an area I should have put more predators down in, because I think what happened was just, like, overfeeding from the herbivores. That's one thing as you kind of look at the overhead map. Wait, did I? Oh, maybe I did make a little place like this, too. It's all about trying to figure out the intricacies of an ecosystem, too. Like, how many herbivores should be in an area, or how many carnivores should there be to herbivore species. It's stuff like that which Ecosystem is going to be a very good game for making you think and plan and adjust as, well, evolution takes place and the environment and ecosystem itself changes. It's just looking to be a very great game. And we'll keep this going next episode, but we are going to kind of wrap things up here and end this episode off. So we'll continue with that save right there. And yeah, okay, it did. So, thank you guys so much for joining me on another episode of Ecosystem. If you do want to look at picking the game up for yourself, there is a link to the Steam page right down in the description. I always try to leave one in the description, or a link in the description of all my videos for if you want to try the games out or get more info on the games yourself. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video of Ecosystem. If you have any comments, tips, tricks, or requests of any kind of Frankenfish we can devise, be sure to let me know in the comments, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next video or episode. Please remember, as always, survivors, to take care and stay alive.